Amen. Our subject this morning says, Woe Is Me. It comes primarily from the 23rd chapter of Matthew. The scholars, they call this chapter the chapter of the seven woes. And what had happened in the chapter? Well, Jesus came to this earth and he found predominantly two churches, the Sadducees and the Pharisees. And they had an author who wrote most of what they believed. They was called the scribes. And I tell you, the things that they had written were so far away from the will of God. They've come to write their own, they mold the scriptures to their own desires. They even believed that when the Messiah would come, that he would build a kingdom for Israel. That he would build Israel a powerful kingdom that would rule the entire world. And this is what they advocated. And this is what they wrote. And from the time Jesus was 12 years old, Jesus tried to redirect, to get them to understand. Oh yes, he came to build a kingdom, but not just for Israel. He came to build a kingdom for everyone. This was the message that they were supposed to pass to the world, but they became so selfish with it. They believed God only wanted to save them. And Jesus came and he worked with them and he had patience with them. He talked with them. In the streets everywhere, he tried to alter their belief. But they refused. They refused him as their Messiah because he didn't join with them in what they believed. And he was God. It seems it should have been the other way around. They're joining with him in his belief, but they refused. And Jesus allowed it to go on and on. He's been so patient with them. But before Jesus would leave this earth, he had to share with them how God really felt about them and their beliefs. He had to tell them. It was his duty. This was what we're talking about today, the 23rd chapter of Matthew. This was Jesus. He had everybody there. This was his final opportunity to tell them exactly how God felt about them, where they were wrong at, where they made their mistakes at. And Jesus used the word woe. Woe means much distress, much strife, much sorrow. Jesus was saying to them, if you persist your course into oblivion, it led people nowhere. The thing that upset Jesus the most was not that they choose their path, because everybody had the right to choose their path, but they led others down a wrong path. And we see a lot of today. People choosing the wrong path, and it's up to you to choose if you want to choose the wrong path. But they're studying, trying to lead people down the wrong path. So the first woe Jesus said, he says, but woe unto you scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against men. For ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer them that are entering to go in. Isn't that something? They cut off people from salvation from heaven. They don't want to take part in it, but they stop others as well from taking part. Isn't that something? The next one he says, but woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayers. Therefore ye shall receive the greater damnation. Jesus had to tell them just like it is. Then I want to just take that advantage of the average person. But they took advantage of widows. They went to them and with all of their protocol, that looked so good. And people buy into it. The widows buy into it. And that was just completely misleading. Isn't that something? The next one says, woe unto you scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye compare seed, and to make one proselyte, and when he is made, ye make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves. They're talking about people, proselytes. These are people who was not born Israelites. But they accept them into the faith. And mislead them as well. Go on, it says, woe unto you, blind guides, which say, whosoever shall swear by the temple, it is nothing. But whosoever shall swear by the gold of the temple, he is in debt. His value is mixed up, doesn't he? Huh? The temple represents the house of God. But the only thing they care about is the value of it, the riches of it. And I tell you what, we see that a lot of times. But I heard some people saying that they abandoned these vast temples and stuff that people used to have, that even jails used to have. I think they're seeing their way. That the value is not in the temple. The value is in what you believe. The value is in your heart. Another one. Woe unto you scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye may clean the outside, the cup, or the platter, but within they are full of what? Extortion and excess. We like the outside. Well, I'll tell you what, I ain't got too much against the outside because I like to keep myself looking good too. But I'm going to put something good on the inside too. Huh? Amen. Yeah. But they didn't care about the inside, just as long as the outside looked good. And you find that. That's a popular one right there. That's a popular one. Woe unto you scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye like unto white sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are in or within full of what? I think people are trying to get away from that too. People are cremating people these days because they know wherever you go, Jesus is When he called you, you're coming back.
Amen.
They stopped by because these people running up the price of caskets. Pretty soon, in order to get a casket, you got to pay $15,000 or $20,000. And some people don't mind. But what are you putting on the inside of it? Is it a person who is giving his life to Christ? Or is it just another dead man? Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you build the tombs of the prophets and garnish the sepulchre of the righteous. The prophets that God had sent to them to help them to redirect them, to put them on the right course. They put them in the sepulchre. And even the righteous who work along beside them. That's the kind of people that Jesus was talking to. He had to read. You know, I said, when I looked at what Jesus was doing, I said, this tantamounts to a good thrashing. God has nothing against a good thrashing. What he said, spare the rod and do what? Spoil the child. So Jesus took out his word or whip and just thrashed them a little bit. And I tell you what, it was done in love. You know how I know it was done in love? Because after it was all over, Jesus sent his disciples back to go back and plead with them. Jesus believed because of the way he set them straight that many would alter their ways. And I believe that many did. They realized what they was doing and they gave their life over to Jesus. Sometimes they have to do that, huh? Sometimes they have to give it and tell people just how God feels about them, about what they're doing. Was that the last one I had this now? Or this is another one? Oh. Jesus, he stopped with the Pharisees, lashing them. And he began to talk about the fall of Israel. Because of the fact that they did not, or they would not, accept Jesus as their Messiah. Israel will fall. Let me see where we're at now. Okay. Wherefore, behold, I send you a prophet, a wise man, and scribe, and some of them ye shall kill, crucify, and some of them ye shall scourge in your synagogues and persecute them from city to city. Let's go a little bit farther. Jesus is beginning to talk about the things that will cause the fall of Israel. Wherefore, that upon you may come all of the righteous blood shed upon the earth. From the blood of the righteous, how far is he going back? Abel, unto the blood of Zacchaeus, the son of Zacharias, whom ye slew between the temple and the altar. They wouldn't think that Jesus would have known about this killing right here, huh? He wasn't there, but Jesus should know about it, huh? And told them about it. This was something that they thought they had hidden. And Jesus was telling them about it. Did we move on?
Yes. That's one.
He said, verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation. Move on. O Jerusalem, he's beginning to weep over. He know that in spite of all that he said, in spite of all that he do, they're not going to alter their course. And his heart is sad for Jerusalem, because the Bible says he came to his own, and they received him not. Jesus came that he might save his people. Let me read. O Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets, and stone them which are sent unto thee. How often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, and ye would, when ye would not. How many of us here have ever seen a hen gather the chickens under her wings? You are not country folks. But if you was country, you had chickens. And she had them little chicks. And anytime something came to threaten her, she raised up those wings like that, and they all run under her wings, and she shut them down. Yes. She is ready to die to protect them. And this is what Jesus was saying to Israel, that he was ready to die to protect them. But not just them. You and me as well today. Amen. And he goes on to say to them, behold, your house is left unto you this. Now, this is where it gets really, really interesting. This is our text this morning. Jesus, they all perceive which house Jesus was talking about. The place that we call our house. This shall be called a house of prayer. For who? For all people. Huh? Everybody. Jesus was talking to them in reference to what? The very temple that he was standing in right here. Jesus said to them right there, your house is left until you desolate. I told you there was another interpretation that says your house is left until you are dunghill. He was talking about that precious temple that everybody pride themselves in, that he was speaking from right there. And even his disciples were there. Let me tell you something about the temple. This is the second temple, right? We put this down. This is the second temple. The first temple was built by who? King Solomon. He built it. And God's presence entered that temple when they had the celebration, the great celebration. The temple filled itself with smoke. But God, he was a little bit disappointed in Solomon in building that temple, because Solomon reached out to the greatest craftsmen. He had money across the world. Anybody he could get was a craftsman. He wanted him to come and be a part of building that temple. And he built a magnificent temple. The thing that God was disappointed about was the fact that God says, listen, I'm God. I can give my people right here abilities to do the things I want them to do. If God wanted something done, he could find right in his people who had the skill to do it. So Solomon's temple came down at the hands of King Nebuchadnezzar. when the children of Israel was carried off into Babylon. And after the 70 years, God had given permission of the Jews to come home and rebuild the temple to the coming of Jesus Christ. And here, they build it again. And all the pride that they had the first time was still there. Ms. White says that if you had seen the temple, it looks as though someone had gone to a quarry and carved themselves a masterpiece. You know what I'm talking about, huh? Michelangelo went out into stones, white beautiful stones, and sat down and carved himself a masterpiece. She said it was beautiful, beyond all measure. And even though Solomon had gotten special people to build the first temple, that first temple was subordinate. What's that word I was looking for?
Incomparable.
That's a good word. It wasn't as great as the second temple. There was something special about the second temple. It was inferior. That's the word I wanted. To the second temple. Why was it inferior? Huh? Amen. I think she heard it. In the book of Daniel, it talks about, in Daniel 9, it talks about anointing the most holy one. In the second temple, Jesus Christ was anointed as Lord and Savior. Well, anyway, as Jesus, when he finished and he left out of the temple, the Bible says the disciples came to Jesus to show him the building. They wanted to see, Lord, did you really say what you said? Are you saying that this temple is going to be desolate? And Jesus dignified them. He went with them around the temple and looked at the temple. He wanted to let them know that he saw everything about the temple, how beautiful it was and everything. And then he says, and Jesus said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Jesus said it was coming down. Now, this is part of the fall of Israel. But I want you to know, church, that this temple, it is not coming down because of the children of Israel failing. That's not the reason the temple, that's the reason Israel fell. But the temple came down for another reason. And Jesus didn't go into that. But that's what I want to share with you all today. The reason the temple came down. And you know why? Because the work that temple had been designed to do, the work for God's people, was finished. Did you hear what I said? The work that the temple was supposed to do, the message that the temple was supposed to bear, was finished. It had finished the work. Jesus saw that. Soon, he was going to the cross. And when he died on the cross, church, that little lamb that they slew in the temple every year, where he ran free, he got away. And the real Lamb of God died on the cross. The veil in the temple that separated the holy place and the most holy place was rent from top to bottom. Rendering that temple and its work useless. It had done what over these years, it had done what it was supposed to. It had brought us a message and understanding of the work that a priest would do here on top of this earth. Jesus now was becoming the priest. Another work was to be done. Not here on this earth, not in this temple. Robert, are you with me now? We're going to Hebrews. Listen, I want you all to read for me now. Please. It says what? The Son. We have such a high priest. Who sat down on the right hand of the throne of the majesty and heaven. Yeah. We got a priest. Well, sit at the right hand of God on the throne in heaven, right? Huh? It's the church. It's not talking about one of these worldly preachers here, right? Huh? What are we talking about? Go ahead, read a little bit more. The minister of the sanctuary and of the true tabernacle, which the Lord pitched and we're talking about another temple now. Not one that Solomon had built, not one that Zerubbabel built, but we're talking about one that the Lord built. Huh? Yes. His temple. That's the one that Jesus is in. That's Jesus. He's our high priest right now. This is confirming, church. I don't know how many churches there is that believe and teach what I'm telling you right now.
Don't worry about it.
That temple was brought to an end here on this earth. And it played an important role. It was an educational system for you and I. Read a little bit further.
For every high priest is ordained to offer gifts and sacrifices. Wherefore it is necessary that this man have somewhat also to offer.
Yes, come on, a little bit more.
For if he were on earth, he should not need a priest.
Right.
Seeing that there are priests that offer gifts according to the law.
Amen. Just one more. Come on.
Who serve unto the example and shadow of heavenly things, as Moses was admonished of God when he was about to make the tabernacle. For see, said he, that thou make all things according to the pattern showed to thee in the mount.
Amen. God took a picture of his heavenly sanctuary, brought it down and showed it to Moses. He said, Moses, I want you to build me a tabernacle just like this. We're going to have some priests come along and usher in. Your brother Aaron, huh? They're going to do the work in the sanctuary. We're going to teach this world about salvation. Salvation in these last days, huh? That Jesus will do the work. But you're going to be able to know what's going on. I'm saying praise the Lord. Robert, I had one more in 9:24. I'm going to let y'all off the hook after this. Go ahead and read this one for me.
For Christ has not entered into the holy places made with hands, which are the figures of the true,
Yeah.
but heaven itself, now to appear in the presence of God for us.
Amen. You see what Christ is doing? Well, people, listen, a lot of them teach that Christ is just sitting at the right hand of God. That's idleness. And God said, man shall give account for every idle word. God don't believe in idleness. Jesus is working.
Oh, yeah.
He's busy in the sanctuary in heaven on our behalf. And I tell you, I bet you didn't know where I was going when I started off this thing, but every message that we preach, it should have a last day connotation.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
You should be able to tie it together for these last days.
Oh, yes.
A message that is much needed by the people of God.
Yes.
For their understanding, for their preparation. And I hope by the grace of God, church, you realize what Jesus is doing in the sanctuary. Well, here on earth, in that sanctuary, that was the work of judgment. And God has us, all of our records before him. He's going through them right now, looking at it. He's determining who is going to be in his eternal kingdom. And I'm here, church, by the grace of God, doing all I can that God might have my name, that he might save me, that I might be a part of his eternal kingdom. This is not my skill here. If left to Brother Wolfe, he most certainly wouldn't be even here. But the only reason I'm here is God called me here. I couldn't even do this without him.
Amen.
I don't even understand it. Why I'm here. But I said, like I said, here I am, Lord. Send me.
Hallelujah.
I'll try to do my best.
Yes.
And the Lord has done great things for me.
Yes. Amen.
Here I am, God.
Thank you all so very much. This is it. This is all I have to say. You all come in with a closing song?